Greetings and welcome to my Let's Play series. This is episode 53, and we are going to continue with working on the RFTools mob spawner. This is going to be a fun build, and let's just jump right back into it. So we're going to continue where we left off. We are building the infuser now, because we're going to want to make sure we infuse every machine that we're going to use. Because if you remember from last time, we broke all these dimensional shards, because there really is no other way to do it unless you have a placer breaker. And I found out by putting the fortune on my pick that gives me luck 3, it doubles, if not quadruples, the number of shards that I get. So that's super good. So the infuser is basically just going to be a machine frame. Dimensional shards, diamonds, redstone, the usual stuff. So let's grab some required stuff here. We'll grab that. We'll grab some of that. We're going to need a couple diamonds. I think that's about all we'll need. So we got the frame. What do we miss? Oh, we forgot the shards, of all things. There we go. Now we have the shards, and we're good to go. Someday we'll have to set up auto crafting, right? Someday. So I can even infuse this thing. So let's make another one because we're going to infuse it. It doesn't really matter. Let's find a place to set it down. I think we'll set it down here, because we don't really need this one anymore, I don't think. Whoops, I totally messed that up. Okay, there's nothing inside. We'll just pick this up. And we'll hold on to that for now. Put down the infuser. It's going to fill up with power. We're going to need to give it some shards. Start with a stack. Let's start with our spawner. We'll get it growing. There we go. So it consumes quite a bit of shards to reduce its power consumption. In fact, I'm not even sure how many shards it'll take to get it to 100%, but we're going to try. So let's go back here and look at our RFTools. And one of the things that we're going to make next is the matter beam, which shoots the items that are going to be needed for the spawner into it. So we're going to need to take this, and it's also going to need to be infused as well. So let's see here. It's going to require glowstone, redstone, and oh, that's going to be super easy. Super easy. There we go. I think we're going to need 12. Better double check that, but I assume we're, yeah, because 4. Okay, so with that, we're going to need 48 glowstone. So we'll just grab a stack and split it. There we go. We'll put these ones back, because for some reason it seems like to grab more than it needs. So let's make our blocks out of this. Should give us 12. There we go. Now we need enough for 3, so that means we'll need 6 of these. There we go. And 6 of these. There we go. We already have iron. Yep, plenty of iron. Let's make our 2 machine frames here. There we go. Or 3. That's right, because we're making 3 of these. And then we'll just put this in place like so. Whoops. And then this one as well. There we go. Now we have our 3 matter beams. We're going to need to put them in an infuser as well. Let's go over here and check and see if we're already out of shards. So we need to cook up more shards. Might as well put a hopper on there. I think that'd make it easier. We already have one ready to go. So let's grab a couple more stacks here. We'll put that, drop that hopper on there. Should put them right in there. Okay, so this is cooking them right into the machine. So it looks like it's going to take 3 stacks per, unless it gets harder and harder the more it goes up. And that could very well be possible. Yeah, we'll see how this pans out. We'll see how much it takes to do just this one. So for now we have the 3 matter beamers. Then we're going to need 2 shield generators. And then we're going to need some shield generator blocks, which are these ones here. Or shield templates as they're called. So let's find... We also eventually will put it in an environmental controller, but that'll come later. So let's see here. Where is our shield generator? There's a block protector, which we could use that instead if we wanted to just encase it in glass. But the shield generator allows us to also have like a harmful shield for them. So I think we'll go with something like that. We don't need anything big because, I mean, 256 blocks is more than enough for what we're trying to do here. So we'll need some obsidian and some gold. There we go. And then some gold. How much gold did we need? I totally should have paid attention. 2. Because we should still have a redstone torch. 1 redstone torch. Talk about perfect numbers here. We'll make our machine frame. And we totally forgot the pieces for that. There we go. Should be enough. Make our machine frame. Should almost just make a stack of those someday. Okay, so we have our shield projector. Now we need to make the shield templates, which are going to require wool and some more lapis. So let's go grab some more lapis. We'll grab 4 of these. So that'll give us 32 blocks. I think we'll need double that. So we're going to need 16 of these. There we go. And then we already have wool in there, so we should be good with that. Oh, it won't take this kind of glass. That's fine. We can use this one. There we go. Got our 8 pieces of glass. So now let's make our templates here. This will give us 64 blocks to work with. Now we need to fully encompass it aside from the spawner. And it should be able to protect and project. So what I want to do here is, I think I'm going to put the spawner here, or I'm going to go down to the next block and put the spawner here. Now I'll carve out a room, I think, and then encase it in glass so it looks like it's isolated on top of, kind of like how Magneto's room looked being completely plastic in the X-Men movies. I think that would be an interesting effect so that it's like the monsters can't escape their glass prison. I think that'd be pretty cool. That'll be my eventual goal. So, with that, let's go check on our infuser. 100% infused. How many did it take? 1, 2, 3, 4 stacks per block. Holy smokes. That is a lot. So next, let's do our shield generator. So it's going to require 4 for itself. So let's grab a whole nother stack here, and we'll watch this one be able to go all by itself here. In fact, we should almost make a chest or a crate or something to put with that. Ooh, I could just use one of these drawers. A basic drawer. So what I'll do is I'll put it right above here. I'll move over a ton of the dimensional shards. Oh, we ain't got very many left. So what I'll do is, I'm going to cut the camera here for a minute. I'm going to mine a whole bunch more of those dimensional shards. And then I'll be right back. So here I am. We're back. We've gotten quite a few dimensional shards. And it's going to work its way down in here. Oh, well, I might as well move a stack in there. There we go. We'll just move that in there real quick. That'll help. Oh, it's chewing it up actually faster. Oh, well. So we're going to give it about 10 stacks or so that we'll have in total. I should be able to finish almost all of it, maybe. Otherwise, we got a little bit left over here. Otherwise, I got 6 or 7 more stacks of dimensional shards downstairs to be able to use. So it's not like we're going to run out anytime soon. So, yeah. We got plenty of dimensional shards. And I just upgraded the miner to have 2 more of these speed modifiers, which actually made it so that we're no longer positive on power. We're actually negative again on power. Even with all these guys running full tilt, it is it is consuming everything we've got with our setup here. But it is what it is, and we work on it as we can. So let's continue with our project here. The next blocks we're going to need to consider are, we have our shield blocks with our shield template, and we'll use the shield to actually kill it. even though I think there's another block that could do that. But I'm not quite sure which block that is. We're eventually going to do a screen controller, and we'll use screens so that we can project what we want, like the amounts of items that are going to come into the system, and so on and so forth. We're actually going to use the shield initially to kill our first wither so we can have our first nether star to start spawning them. It's going to be kind of crazy, but we'll make it work. But it's going to consume a ridiculous amount of power. Just a ridiculous amount of power. But until that time, we need to think about the next blocks that are going to be required for this, because we really should have an RF monitor as well, so that we can have the amount of RF up on screen that's going to actually be in the system. So this RF monitor, this device monitors the amount of RF in an adjacent machine. So that would be something like the spawner specifically, or the matter beamers, something like that. It can also send out a redstone signal if the power goes above or below. So that may become important later on if we want to only have it send in certain amount of items if there's enough RF power, so on and so forth. So it could very well be beneficial. But I'm not sure we'll make it at this time, because I'm not sure we'll use it in the build. But, yeah, let's make it. Why not? If we don't use it, we don't use it. But we'll probably use it. Let's just be honest. So let's make our machine frame now for it. And then we'll find our RF monitor here. Oh, we need redstone torches. So for redstone torches, we're going to take you. And go like so. And we'll make 4 redstone torches. Go to our monitor. Now we have it. Good enough. Good enough. So it doesn't seem like we need to infuse that one at all, which is good. Which is good. So we're not going to need a projector or anything like that. I think this should be enough to get us started. We're going to want to hole out that area a little bit. So let's grab our tool here. We're also going to need to put power down there. And we have this power cell that will give the RF required. But I'm also going to give it the bonus. So it'll reduce the long distance power extraction cost and increase the RF per tick output, which is actually going to be very important for us to use. Because in the setup, we're going to need more output, basically. Because we're going to have to put a large number of input. We're probably going to have to build a solar array, or like I was considering, an extreme reactor. I think those are going to be some steps that we're going to need to take to be able to give this thing the power that it needs if we're really going to want to push as much as we want to put through it. So let's check on our infuser here. It should be done with this block. It is. So we'll put in another one. And it's still going, so it's no big deal. Holy smokes, did that one eat that much? Oh yeah, it did. It totally did. Wow. It consumes so much. 4 stacks is just so many. But it is what it is. Okay, so let's go downstairs. We're going to look at where we're going to put it. I think we're going to go all the way to the bottom. Yep, I think we're going to go all the way here. And what we'll do is we're going to dig in here, out and down a little bit. So we're looking down into it. And we'll make this all glass or something. I think that's the basic idea of what we should do here. So this is where our glass panel will be. It'll be encompassed by this. That'll be pretty nice. Let me know what you guys think. I think it'll be really nice. But that's just me speaking here. Oh, whoops. Totally messed that up. But oh well. We'll get through it. We always do. There we go. Now we'll dig this down here. Go over here to this side. Dig this one out. So on and so forth. Not really going to do too much digging. I don't really like to dig too much on camera. But I just want to give you guys a basic idea of how I think I'm going to lay it out. I'm going to make a larger room that's going to penetrate into. That'll have what would be like a glass box in it. And for that, it's going to look pretty awesome. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to call the episode here because I'm going to dig all this out. And then when we get back, hopefully all the blocks will be infused because I'll spend the time to get them infused as well. And then we'll start setting this contraption up. We'll run the cables. We'll do all that's required to be able to get it power. I mean, we got the power cell here. We're also going to need to put in a small network to be able to feed these matter beamers. We're also going to need to set up a small farm room where we're going to use that immersive engineering, what looks to be like a farm tube, to grow the items that we need. We're also going to need to consider putting in a farm of some sort. I think we need a farm. No, we should be okay. We won't need animals. We'll only use like carrots or something that gives the highest benefit. I think carrots give the highest benefit. So we'll probably end up using the carrot. And so we'll just make a single farm for carrots, and we'll have it grow rapidly. And we'll have a large one of those. And we'll just progress from there. So we need to consider increasing our power, building a farm so that we can have the materials needed. We're also going to need some way to make soul sand. It's going to be required. And then the nether stars will get back from our own system. So before we go here, let's find some of this. Let's see how we can make it. Is there a recipe to make it? So sand and a lot of weird expensive things. Or sand and sulfurous wax. Same here, sand, sulfurous wax, and podzol. I think we're just going to have to manually mine it, or it comes from the void ore resource miner. That might be one of the things that we just pull out of the void ore resource miner. So let's check on that. We'll throw everything back in there that can go in there. So let's look downstairs. How much do we have from our void or our void resource miner here? Where did I put it? Or maybe I left. Oh, it's in here. I only have 2 stacks so far. So let's see. Is there a specific lens? There's probably a specific lens for it here. Let's see here. Yeah, if I use the brown lens, it doubles the percentage basically. So that would help out. And then if I use accuracy modules in there, we could definitely get a lot more of these. I think that's our best bet. If we're really going to aim towards that, because we already got enough mica to do upgrades for days, you know, or we could build a second one of these just for that. That might be a possibility. With this thing, the way it's running right now, we're running into a problem. Even with only 2 upgrades, we've already maxed out our system. So we really need to find a way to increase that. Because as you can see, this is full and that's full. But with this thing on, it just goes to town. So, anyway, we're going to call the episode there. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time.